If you're making short-form content for platforms like Shorts, Reels, or TikTok, there are incredible AI tools that can basically do all the heavy lifting for you. These tools take your long video, sniff out the absolute best moments, and turn them into ready-to-post clips, handling vertical resizing and adding captions automatically. I've been testing a few of these options lately, and I want to walk you through exactly what they do, where they struggle, and why one tool is becoming my go-to choice. There are a couple of popular options that people frequently mention in the space, specifically tools like Opal Clip and Pictory. Both of these platforms are genuinely decent, and they solve a major pain point. You no longer have to manually scrub through hours of footage to find those perfect, snackable moments. Opal Clip seems super focused on one thing, repurposing long videos into a high volume of multiple short clips. You paste a YouTube link or upload a file, it analyzes the whole thing, and then it spits out a batch of candidate shorts, each usually with a performance score attached. That performance score is incredibly handy because it cuts down on the guesswork about which specific cut is most likely to actually land well with an audience. Pictory takes a slightly broader approach to content transformation, often serving as a great tool for auto-transcribing or turning a written script directly into a video. It also provides you with a massive library of stock clips and music, which is excellent for rebuilding scenes or adding visual interest when needed. It's incredibly convenient when you want to transform a detailed blog post into something visual, or when you need to automatically replace awkward pauses and those common filler words. Both platforms certainly take care of the basics, adding captions and allowing you to easily resize everything to the proper vertical formats. However, neither of these tools is absolutely perfect in every scenario, which is where I start noticing limitations. Opal Clip can be a little too optimistic about what it thinks makes content instantly viral, often favoring certain video styles over others. It tends to work best for structured content like interviews, educational material, and podcasts, and it's less reliable with highly personal vlogs or live gaming streams. Pictory is undeniably powerful for those script-to-video workflows, but sometimes the output can feel a bit too templated and visually generic. Furthermore, its scheduling and direct publishing options are often limited unless you jump to a much higher-tier subscription plan. Cost-wise, relying on either tool for massive clip creation across multiple channels can definitely start adding up quite quickly. You will absolutely notice constraints if your needs lean towards advanced cross-platform scheduling or needing a unified place to manage all your repurposed assets. This brings me to Vizard, the tool I've recently started recommending to creators who demand an honest balance between powerful automation and necessary granular control. Vizard still performs all the foundational tasks we love, like finding the most engaging moments and auto-generating vertical clips with captions. But what sets it apart is how it layers on specific workflow features that genuinely make a creator's daily life significantly easier. First up is the auto-editing viral clips feature, which is much more nuanced than just a simple score. Vizard analyzes your footage and surfaces the precise moments that exhibit the very best hook potential, just like the others do. The key difference is how it ranks and packages those suggestions. Instead of just a generic list, Vizard organizes clips by theme, hook type, and estimated engagement level. This allows you to immediately pick the suggestion that best matches your specific channel voice without wasting time guessing. It also enables quick manual tweaks right within the main interface, allowing you to adjust in and out points or instantly swap the cover frame. You even have the power to reword that auto-generated title right there without ever having to leave the primary application screen. Secondly, the auto-schedule feature is an absolute game-changer for maintaining posting consistency. Instead of downloading clips and juggling multiple spreadsheets and external posting apps, you just tell Vizard your frequency needs, and it queues the clips automatically. Need 3 posts a week on TikTok and daily shorts? You simply set those posting frequencies, and the system handles the rest. It schedules everything according to best practice timing, spacing, and the frequency rules that you personally define within the platform. This effectively eliminates that frustrating creator problem where you have fantastic content ready but absolutely no time left to actually distribute it. Thirdly, you get the content calendar, which acts as the single central place where every single generated clip lives. From this view, you can preview content, reschedule items, or strategically hold clips back for special promotional campaigns later on. It's a highly visual calendar where you can drag and drop your clips across different dates and platforms with ease. You can even batch edit captions or calls to action across several clips at once, seeing exactly what goes live and when. For anyone managing a serious content pipeline, this feature alone replaces the need for messy Google Sheets and disorganized folder chaos with one single source of truth. So, what does a typical workflow look like when you are actually using Vizard to repurpose content? It is refreshingly simple. First, you upload your long-form video or just paste in a link to the source material. Vizard automatically ingests the file, transcribes the entire thing, and then runs its scene detection and engagement scoring pass. Within just a few minutes, you will have a fully generated list of suggested clips ready for your review. You then skim through the suggestions, tweaking anything you don't immediately like, such as removing a filler word or adjusting the subtitle color. You can also change the crop slightly to ensure a better close-up framing for that specific vertical shot. After your quick adjustments, you can choose to download the final clips or push them directly into the integrated scheduling tool. If you really want the AI to handle the entire process, just set your posting cadence and simply let the system schedule everything automatically for you. Now, I want to share a few practical tips that help Vizard or any repurposing AI give you much better final output. Tip number 1 is to deliberately signal your hooks clearly within the long video itself. The AI is smart and detects changes in tone and audience reactions, but the cleaner your initial hook is, the better the resulting clip quality will be. If you already segment your long-form content into distinct topics, you should absolutely upload those sections with their corresponding chapters. Vizard reads those marker points and is able to generate more contextually targeted clips that are much more reliable for viewers. Tip 3 involves always giving your auto-generated captions and CTAs a quick final skim and check. You want to fix any word the AI might have misheard, or tweak the call to action to be perfectly appropriate for the specific platform you're posting to. Also, take a moment to add a custom caption if you want to ensure you are strictly maintaining your unique brand voice throughout the shorts. For the final tip, give the scheduling engine some explicit rules if you are aiming for true cross-platform optimization. For example, set constraints like prioritizing TikTok for personality-driven clips while reserving shorts purely for educational snippets. The scheduling algorithm simply improves when you feed it these clear constraints on frequency and content type. A few more everyday features that make Vizard stand out include a visual editor that is light enough to be fast, but powerful enough for necessary fixes. You can easily adjust the crop for perfect portrait mode, add engaging animated captions, or swap a thumbnail without needing to re-render the entire clip. Additionally, the content calendar smartly supports team permissions, which is essential if you work with a VA or another editor. You gain control over who can publish directly versus who is only allowed to suggest edits for final approval. Now, to be fair, Opal Clip and Pictory will absolutely still work well for specific content creation scenarios. If you just want a quick batch of highlights from a podcast episode and genuinely don't care about scheduling integration, Opal Clip's scoring is perfectly fine. If your main goal is transforming a long written guide into a structured video sequence using lots of stock footage, Pictory's script-to-video engine is super convenient. But for creators who truly need an all-in-one repurposing system that offers superior scheduling integrated with a content-first calendar view, Vizard is often the clear time saver. It keeps your output consistent across platforms without ever making your content feel overly templated or robotic. Let me give you one more practical example of how this plays out in a real-world publishing situation. I recently uploaded a 20-minute interview, and while Opal Clip gave me solid highlights and Pictory gave me good edits, I still had to manually stagger posting times. With Vizard, I got clips cleverly grouped by intro hooks, opinion bites, and actionable tips. Then I just set a simple cadence of 3 posts per week. By the end of the day, the entire calendar was populated, making it simple to promote that interview across platforms in a way that felt intentional rather than completely random. If you're thinking about trying a new tool, ask yourself honestly how much time you currently spend just on extracting, editing, and then manually scheduling those clips. If that process feels like it consumes half your available work week, then a tool automating both the creative and distribution work will pay for itself extremely fast. Try to choose a workflow that truly matches the way you actually create content on a day-to-day basis. If you're a solo creator with very limited time, heavily prioritize that auto-scheduling and a robust content calendar view. Conversely, if you spend most of your time repurposing existing written content, then picking something with solid script-to-video features makes more sense. Anyway, if you are someone who consistently makes long videos and wants to turn them into predictable short-form content without burning out, the other tools have their place. But Vizard really seems to combine the smartest clip selection, the easiest editing, and the most useful scheduling into one much smoother, cohesive flow. Give it a shot on just a single episode or talk. Test out those auto-schedule settings specifically, and you will see how much easier predictable posting becomes. If you are interested, I can absolutely walk you through a specific upload in a future video and show you exactly which clips I would pick and precisely why I make those choices. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video.